Welcome back. So last time we figured out that Zilch faked his death. It was a red herring. And that he probably is the murderer. So let's continue this today and finish this mystery labyrinth once and for all. I can't believe it. He had the corpse hidden under the blanket. Yeah, he left off here. I can move? I can move, yes.
So, that four-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body.
Kinda gross. Not kinda,
So
it's gross.
jealous.
Of course you'd be.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Yes, let's. Oh, hello.
Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it. That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Yeah, and if you kinda paid attention during the investigation, I tried looking under the bed when we first got in there because I knew he was hiding under the bed. Like, I was thinking, can we maybe see him? Is there like a little hint happening? But no, we couldn't see him.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
Well, I kinda did. But yeah, the game doesn't allow us, really.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yup.
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
Who knows?
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse? Well,
Hello, back Swank.
Again?
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
Sounds healthy.
I will not! Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
That's nice.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master. Looks like you might not need assist after all, Master.
ZR, okay. By using assist, your partner inside the mystery labyrinth will help you.
This could be the clincher.
When a partner's assist is activated, a mystery phantom statement won't inflict any damage, so use it to take a closer look at what they are saying. Okay. This is worded in such a way like your partner's assist. It insinuates that in the future we'll have different partners? Because if that wasn't the case, they would just say when Shinigami's assist is activated instead of partner's assist. Anyway, let's try this. Oh shit.
Nonsense. You think he swapped with a corpse?
Do it, Master.
It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who could replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a...
Oh, Aphex's corpse. They have the same length. They are both 181 centimeters. Length, height, I mean.
bag that could carry a corpse.
That's true.
It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
This is the truth. There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train. It's Aphex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height.
Yeah.
And both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's.
Damn it! How could someone like you mind the truth? Truth.
Oh, he got completely destroyed. We'll never see him again, I hope.
He looks completely obliterated.
Yes.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The Mystery Labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Yeah, it's sad.
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burned was to switch them out.
Probably.
But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Yeah.
Well, reusing
That
a
cock
corpse
ring.
is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green. I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so you gotta get the most value out of corpses too.
Yeah, he's being so eco-friendly.
Hmm.
The music is great. Okay, more nonsensical stuff. We're on the top of the train.
Zilch?
Hi, Zilch.
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So,
Tell that to the
leave me
facts, Zilch.
alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah.
Let's go.
You said the body in the 1st car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5?
Yeah,
Did it require moving past you?
that's the difficult part. I don't know. I didn't know.
Right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
This place looks beautiful. I wish we had to use the train to like navigate this place. That would be so fun.
Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
When moving the body from car 1 to car 5, the culprit moved through the train, did not move through the train. If I remember correctly, I thought moved through the train. Because you cannot open the doors and the windows, so you can not move through the train. Because that requires you getting outside of the train. You cannot do that because the train never stopped. So I chose moved through the train.
Thinking about it rationally, we have to assume that they carried the corpse through the train.
Yeah.
No, that's impossible. 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 Impossible.
Alright, you make me think of a certain character from Danganronpa.
Impossible. 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 Impossible.
Cough cough, Danganronpa V3 Chapter 3, cough cough.
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Yeah.
Get him, Master! Boom kill him so hard, his relatives get bruises!
What? He looks kinda cool. Not gonna lie.
A body can't get from car 1 to
Yeah, the blackout and the shaking. Okay.
car 5.
Oh, that was
Just
too quick.
think about it. The train's aisles are quite narrow. The corpse is heavy enough as it is. Lugging a corpse through that hallway, you would certainly have noticed.
Ah,
That means your deduction is all wrong. I'll say it once more. You cannot transport the corpse from car 1 to car 5.
wait.
That's true.
I did not see an inflammable statement. Huh?
Plus, when we investigated the private rooms, we kept the doors open for security.
Yeah.
If someone had passed through the hallway, I probably would have noticed.
True.
They would have had to sneak past me, too. There's no way anybody got through that corridor.
If we're certain nobody used that corridor, then the corpse must have been brought in from outside the train, not inside.
But how?
If so, the culprit would need to be able to pass by us without being noticed.
What are you mumbling about? Just admit that your deductions were utter nonsense.
His eyes look cool.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut.
They are.
The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once.
True.
If the windows and doors are shut,
I
there's no way
jumped.
to get out while the train is moving. No issues occurred during the train's operation.
That's not true.
This is the truth.
No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in car 2 and car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid! So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying?
A gentle swaying. Oh.
Forget the shaking!
I think it's the backup control
And the
system.
blackout.
Ah, too quick.
They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that.
You are done!
It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on!
Could such a carefully calculated crime really all be a coincidence?
No.
It's no coincidence. The culprit planned all of it.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
Okay.
The shaking
Oh,
was the
no.
tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Ah, you have to do it again.
Come on!
No.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
Okay, finally.
Through this mystery. No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system.
Yeah. The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Makes sense, yeah.
Hey! He ran away! A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom!
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him! You gotta keep solving the mystery and boom kill that mystery phantom!
Hey!
Oh, we're inside the train.
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
Yeah.
The failed main control system was in car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case,
Indeed, I'm very unsure. I was very unsure when I did this the first time. I didn't know how or what. His face.
I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going.
Yes. Again. Aw. The main control system was lost when car 1 was
So
blank.
this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard.
Yup.
Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too. The main control system failing, the blackout, the train shaking.
Aw, she's doing her best.
Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because... wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the blackout...
Aw, she's really doing her best.
I don't get it.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen.
Yep.
Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
The Shinigami puzzle again.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami
Well,
puzzle?
now I know the answer,
Nice!
but the first time I did it, I had no freaking clue what it was. I failed even.
Nice!
But it's detached.
Nice! Nice!
Ah, I missed.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
What lewd pose will you do now? Well, that's okay. So car 1 was detached.
Could it be that the first car was separated from the train?
Huh? Separated?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now.
Yeah. I don't really get how or what.
Master, I don't really get it.
Me too, Shinigami. I also
What do
didn't
you
get this at
mean
first.
The first car was cut off.
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
Yeah, so Zilch moved the body, Apex's body, together with the train car.
Ah! There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
How much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm gonna suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again.
Again?
Poor Yuma. The body was transported
You need
along
to
with the
resolve mystery in
entire...
hand.
Yeah, with the entire car.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Let's do this. Lay it all out, Master.
Once again.
Let's work together as a team.
Awesome. That was obvious. And this is more of a loot pose. Oh, she got something on her boob. I'm just seeing that now. It looked like a question mark. The entire car, yes.
That's right! He transported the corpse using the entire first car! That's why the first car was disconnected!
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense. Shut up!
Okay. Another transformation. He's looking kind of fine here, I'm not gonna lie.
The first car is at the front of the train.
Like, the tight bodysuit? Perfect.
Apex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back.
While they are trying to solve a murder case, I'm just here simping over murderer. Oh no.
Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Yeah.
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think. How could you swap the position of the first and fifth cars? If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout? Blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing. Because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
Alright, what do you have to say, Zilch? Reasoning deathmatch. Okay, I think I know this one. It's the route map.
Look twice near the tunnel.
Yeah, that's true.
What of it? You think the train car was separated and reconnected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around. This is the truth.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars. The first time the train struck was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by car 1 separating.
I like the visual storytelling, like And by that I just mean that I love that they're showing it and not just explaining it.
After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own, but the Amaterasu Express is special. The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then Car 1 can function on its own! Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up!
No! That's crazy!
Huh?
So dramatic.
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Well, no, what I thought was when Car 1 moved to the back, Zilch just dropped Aphex's burnt body in Car 5 and then went back into Car 1, but we didn't think of checking Car 1 because our assumption was that there are just 5 cars in total. That's what the map showed.
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
Again. Let's go to the beach. So yeah, this was very confusing to me. From the start, the Amaterasu Express was a blank car train. So I just chose the obvious one to me, that's like 5. But when it didn't work, I chose 6. And that didn't work either. And then I just started trying to guess randomly, and 4 is the answer. It was a 4-car train.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
I guess that's also an explanation.
Huh? So, there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
Apparently.
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
Yeah, she did say this as well. So we couldn't access. She couldn't access the 5th car because there was no 5th car, but she just thought that the door was broken.
So, it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed.
Yeah, because that would give an explanation to why the map shows 5 cars for the Amaterasu Express.
So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another Car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the Car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the peacekeepers, the car one there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
Yeah.
The real car one was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it.
Well, they were all in on it.
So they were all in on it.
Yep.
Or you can assume that the peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car one.
Probably.
If there was another car one, then there will be something that sets it apart from the original car one. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car one?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the first and fifth cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right? Zilch?
Yeah, just flee away.
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit. That was a pretty solid deduction.
Ooh, cool music.
Very impressive. Of me foreseeing your potential.
Yeah, sure.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right.
That's so beautiful. Wow.
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first car look like the fifth was a really big trick to pull off.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
I shouldn't say
The
crazy.
train's automatic
It's
operating
mind-boggling.
system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
I kinda want to go the whole way up. That kinda sucks. Hey, big
What
castle.
is this?
Looks like a fort to me.
Or a fort, I guess.
With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth.
He's so dramatic with his poses. I love it.
It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth.
That's important as well.
We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time!
She is excited. Can I go back down? Oh no, I cannot. That sucks. There's an invisible wall. Huh. This looks so cool. The way it drops. Okay, the first time I saw this here, what the heck? I thought he was gonna get eaten. I was like, okay, here we really have 4. God, Shinigami.
Shinigami's tutorial corner.
To overcome the last stand of a phantom, tear through all obstacles with the mega-sized god, Great Onset Destroyer me. Okay.
Let's do this, Master.
The way she runs looks so funny.
Oh.
Blast away the gigantic iron balls released from a phantom's fortress with a corresponding kick.
No one can stop me.
When an obstacle closes in and the screen slows down, press the button to attack.
What?
Missing the input timing means failure and taking damage, so be careful. Okay, so I need to press A.
I won't let you have the truth.
Nice.
I see.
Destroy huge walls when they suddenly appear with a corresponding tackle, and I have to use Y.
Wreck it to death.
Again, when the screen slows down, press the button to attack.
Blech.
And again, missing the timing means failure. Try not to take damage.
Go away! Give up and scram!
I see.
And this, jump to avoid the thorns that suddenly appear from the ground.
Easy peasy.
With B. When the screen slows down, press the button to jump.
Watch out.
Be careful here too, because mistiming it means failure and taking damage. Alright.
Your deduction is wrong! Go away! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Destroy the wall with a solution key.
Yo, check.
There are obstacles that even got me. So, what was it? Great Onsetter Destruction? Me? Can't destroy without a solution key.
Come on. hurry
Open up the solution key window, pick a key that contradicts the phantom statement, and boom slash it with Master Solution Blade.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master.
Yeah, the distorted plate. It probably had number 1 written on it, but it was burnt thoroughly to yeah, blur that fact, so that we wouldn't question that car 5 was in actuality was actually car 1. Oh, we can enlarge it. Okay, confirm.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on! No! There are traces of a swap! The warped plate from Car 5!
The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
And we are continuing this.
That's nonsense! I burned the plate to disguise it? No! I didn't do that! Stop it! Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Wait!
He's so panicked. He's like, get away, get away.
So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Destroy the fortress with a solution
Looks
key.
like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
The bloodstain. The infirmary in car 5 was locked from the inside. There was a small amount of blood spattered on the interior lock. So that must also have been in car 1 for some reason. But I didn't really understand why I had to use this, but I used it anyway. Confirm.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood.
And when he said this, I was like, oh right, when he tried to open it for the first time, he cut his finger. And yeah.
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in car 1, I cut my finger on the glass. When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the inner lock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in car 1, was found in car 5.
Yeah.
This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick.
That confirms it.
Is the truth of the case.
I'm not done yet!
Zilch, give up, please.
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already!
Yeah.
If car 1 became car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there.
Well, there was one room we couldn't really check because it was locked.
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe.
Spot selection. Not a chain door. Spoiler, it's this. Main control room A. Restroom, infirmary, and connecting door. Yeah.
Here. The culprit was hiding inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the 2nd track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
No, it's not me. I'm not the culprit.
Great detective work! I call that a critical hit! He seems like he's barely standing. All that's left is to finish him off.
Yep.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
Looks so cool. Deduction denouement. Deduction denouement. Okay.
Time to expose this crime.
The
The
ded-
cheeks and everything.
The deduction denouement is where the truth is made clear by thinking through all the deductions up until that point.
The correct answer's somewhere inside your head, Master.
Place the correct piece in the corresponding deduction gap to reveal the truth.
This could be the clincher.
Locked pieces can be opened by solving mysteries, so keep it up, up, up.
There's only one truth.
Once every gap is filled with a piece, a finale revealing all mysteries will be unveiled. Everything has been leading to this moment. Yep, this is kind of my favorite thing to do. So X is what's on the side. Fire extinguisher, car number plate, knife and cushion, Apex's body, Amaterasu Express. And to unlock these, I need to put 2 right pieces in its place, for this 3 and for this 10. And it's like a manga, it goes from right to left. So, Amaterasu Express tickets. Only minutes till departure. Leaving the lost and found. Where did Yuma rush to? I can also select it like this. The Amaterasu Express. Yuma runs towards the train, barely boards the train. Train departs with 4 cars, leaving car 5 behind. Master detectives gather in car 2. What was used to put the detectives to sleep? I do not have that one yet. Yuma drinks the drugged coffee. Suddenly hit by drowsiness, Yuma hits the car 1 as the culprit watches. The master detectives drink. That's the same. The culprit smirks. Carries Apex's body to the infirmary. What was used to break the window? The fire extinguisher. This is unlocked, this is unlocked, and this is unlocked. We have the drugged coffee that we can put here. Fire extinguisher, set up to break window. Oh wait, let me read these. Amaterasu Express before departure. The detectives put to sleep with drugs. Fire extinguisher set up to break window. Locks the door from inside the infirmary. In bed with the burnt corpse. What was used as a red herring? The knife and a cushion. Knife and cushion used as a red herring. Sets a fire around the bed. Traversing the smoke-filled corridor. Culprit lying in bed in the burning infirmary. A fire extinguisher in the hallway is found. Breaks the glass with a fire extinguisher. First body found. Yuma frantically exits the room. Where was the culprit hiding? Under the bed. The culprit hides under the bed. Look at his face. The culprit heads to the main control room. What was the culprit doing in the main control room? Train detachment. Proceeds with car detachment operation. Car 1 is detached. What happened when car 1 was detached? The blackout. A blackout due to the temporary loss of power. Melami's body in car 2. Fuji's body found in car 3 and Zange's body found in car 4. The culprit moves Apex's body in car 1. Apex's body placed in the corridor. What did the culprit burn? The car number plate. Car 1's number plate. Burns the car number plate as part of the ploy. Hides in the main control room after everything. Exiting the tunnel. What happened after exiting the tunnel? Attachment to car 1. Car 1 attaches behind car 4. Yuma enters car 1 attached behind car 4, runs through the destroyed car, a burnt corpse at the end of the passageway. Which body was found last? Aphex's body. The last body found was Aphex's. A different car 1 was prepared at the Kanai station. Amaterasu Express arrives at Kanai station, returns to being a 5-car train. The peacekeepers board the train on arrival. The peacekeepers pursue Yuma. That's a big ass queue. Who is the culprit? It's Zilch. Mystery unraveled. Now let's listen to this whole story again. Our narrator Yuma and Shinigami.
5 master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanai Ward.
Oh, I have to press the button. I'll just let it automatically go.
I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit's scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car. And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
I bet the culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill, but it was actually the drug.
This thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to make it fun, but slander stings!
The culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Once I left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death, setting all those master detectives on fire on purpose. What a psycho!
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, they carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Aphex's charred corpse.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse! And here I thought chivalry was dead!
Oh my gosh. Shinigami.
Gentlemen! I'm actually a little jealous.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen Ben and timed him.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, Car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Oh, that's some precise timing!
I caught a glimpse of Zilch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
But it didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
It's just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor, smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zilch's body, burned to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
That must have been why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of Car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time, huh? They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in Car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached Car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling movements? Take a guess.
Oh my gosh.
While the detached Car 1 was running on a separate track, the culprit went to work, preparing to disguise Car 1 as Car 5.
What about the jiggling?
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor, and the necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Then the car 1 number plate was burned so that it couldn't be properly identified.
With everything in place, the culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
And this time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached to car 4. Now behind car 4, that car became car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right? Technology sure is convenient.
The culprit, riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize it was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on.
I have one question though. Where was Aphex's body actually burned? Where was it first burned? I guess we won't get that answered.
But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Using a dead body? Oh, this is a despairingly brilliant idea!
When the train arrived in Kanai Ward, it connected to a different, prearranged car 1.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it! That really turns me on!
What the flip?
You mean pisses me off, right?
I don't think so, Yuma.
During that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised car 1 and waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
After burning all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than... Zilch Alexander! It was you!
Look at them. They're so proud of themselves. As they should. That was cool.
This is the truth I've uncovered!
What the?
Is that it? What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
The soul of the true culprit? Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
Now it's time for the main event! Here we go! It's my time to shine!
Oh, let's see.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! Through to the final mystery labyrinth!
This is so fun. I love the side and the wings. She looks so good. The mystery labyrinths destroyed. Not gonna lie, this was a good first case. Good introduction.
What? Huh? We're back?
What are you talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken yet. The Peacekeepers will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
Huh? Huh?
Nothing has changed.
Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on? Shinigami? Are you listening?
Get him!
Wait! I know who the culprit is!
What?
It's Zilch! He's still alive. He framed me.
What are you talking about? He's already dead.
You sound quite unsure, Swank.
Huh? But...
Shut up! This is not up for discussion. What a waste of time. Take him away!
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here! You're so cute when you panic, so why head to enjoy the view for a bit?
That's mean.
Stop playing around! Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem. Take him away! What? He's dead?
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes?
Okay, so the real Zilch is now dead. I mean, the real.
Don't tell me.
I mean, the culprit is dead.
That's right, the true culprit dies.
Then that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail. You're now innocent and free to go, Master. A happy ending. Hurrah!
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
Sorry, I passed her dialogue a bit too quickly. Roll the credits. Was it? Roll credits, yeah.
Huh? He was a dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, I don't think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
That too.
In that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I thought so.
Ah!
If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the Peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
What? You think you can weasel your way out of this? You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now. You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation.
No, I didn't mean...
Yuma, your confidence. Get it back.
Hey! Hey, don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
That does it! You're under arrest!
That's not real hair.
Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either. Take him away!
Uh-oh.
Wait! Hold on just a second. Hey, excuse me. Do you have a minute?
You!
It's all good. Let's stop all the fighting.
Hello.
We both have to follow orders from the higher-ups, so let's not do anything that causes unnecessary tension. Falsifying evidence and testimonies is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right? It's tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization.
Oh, his eyes.
You don't want trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you.
Does his eyes have yet
Your
signs?
punishment might be kind of brutal. So, you know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
I'm commenting on non-relevant
Let's
stuff.
go.
I'm sorry.
Thank goodness that worked out.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Who is he?
How could she know?
Beats me?
You have to talk to him. Okay. Let me try to explore first.
Hey,
Oh. Wait, what did he say first? Come on now, don't wander off on your own. There's something I need to make sure of. You mind coming over here so we can talk?
Say,
What are you gonna do, Master? He says he wants to talk.
Yeah,
Let's listen to what he has to say. Well, yeah, duh, but I just want to see if I could explore this place first. Cool. By the way, Yuma's voice actor is the same person who voiced Kibo and Hifumi from the Danganronpa series. And this person here has the same voice as, I think, Yasuhiro Hagakure and Gonta Gokuhara. So that's cool.
well,
I don't know if Shinigami's voice actor voiced anything in the Danganronpa series, but she also voices Dori from Genshin Impact.
I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to Kanai Ward.
Yeah, it was quite long
thanks.
and very traumatizing.
You must be Yuma. Yuma Cocoa Head, right?
I'm sorry, that's such a dumb name. Oh my gosh.
I am. And you are?
I'm Yako Furio.
Yako Furio. Oh, nice. Is that a tattoo? That's cool. On his chest.
I was born and raised in Kanai Ward. Just a humble member of the WDO. I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, and the only detective agency in Kanai Ward. My office welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thank you.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally. He managed to turn away the peacekeepers, so he must be in high standing.
Really? He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man. Oh, by the way, don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract.
Yeah, makes sense. I think I'm gonna continue until this chapter is finished. I think we're close to finishing it.
It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
That's disgusting.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
Yeah, just like Swen kinda did already.
Now, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
Right. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. It took a while to get through all the proceedings.
They practically interrogated you, right? Kanai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world. Communication devices, such as cell phones, are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Kanai Ward either.
Damn.
Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Kanai Ward is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
You show a lot of promise, considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble. I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives. As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
Right.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO meddling in their matters. I even caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
A hitman?
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they enter Kanai Ward. The result of which is this Amaterasu Express massacre.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Okay, yeah. Huh.
Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch.
Oh,
He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise.
that sucks.
You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there.
In the first car. What? Meaning in control room A or B? I think we checked control room A first, where culprit Zilch was hiding in. So the real Zilch's corpse is in control room B, maybe? How weird.
There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived, where Zilch's body was hidden.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in Kanai Ward. You connect with the fake first car. That makes a total of 5 dead master detectives at Kanai Ward's platform.
Oh, so how did the real Zilch first arrive here then? Before anyone else? Huh.
With no master detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit. That was the plan.
They would go to such lengths?
Absolutely. Even though the plan didn't work, we still lost 5 master detectives.
Yeah.
Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
That's all thanks to me. You're so lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
Well, she's not lying.
Wait, if there was a real Zilch, then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express... Including me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
I, Hoochie, heard from the World Detective Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was precisely 5.
Yeah. Aw, I already miss Poochie.
Oh, I'll explain that later.
Okay, so it has an explanation.
Anyway, let's leave this place. Wouldn't want to give the peacekeepers any ideas.
Let's see the outside. Oh, I love the aesthetics. Neon lights, raining. Beautiful.
It's raining.
Hey, you're right.
Nice observation, Mr. Obvious, Captain Obvious, Detective Obvious. I'm being so mean towards Yuma. So is that now the other car that was left behind that's arriving? And who the F is that?
Who's that guy?
Beats me.
Y'all are not gonna check. Chapter 0, Massacre on the Amaterasu Express. End. Finally. That was a nice introduction.
I see.
Before I continue with this, yeah, that person leaving the car that just arrived. I don't know, I wanna think that it's maybe the real Zilch. Maybe the real Zilch wasn't really murdered, because we haven't seen his corpse. So we can't rely on anyone, we cannot rely on what anyone else says about the real Zilch's death. So it might be him, or Melanie told us about someone who was tailing her, and I think it was someone from Amaterasu. So maybe that person? I don't know. I'm guessing we'll figure out in the future. Okay, so results. Once the culprit is boom killed, you'll get rewarded based on how well Master did inside the mystery labyrinth.
Are you gonna remember all of this?
I will. You'll get a reward for each overall rating between SS and C. Not only do you get a reward for the rating you receive, but every rating below it, so try shooting for the top. Right. How well did I do? SS. 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 An A. Rank 6, 7, and 8? Wow. We're doing good. Oh, the stamina part sucks, but I get it. Can I save? It is saving, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna save here and end this episode here, and we'll continue next episode. Let's see what Kanai Ward is all about. This was a very nice first case. It was a nice introduction. I cannot believe they killed these 5 people that we already met in chapter 0. It was, yeah, I don't know. It sucks. I really wanted to get to know them better, like especially Poochie Melanie and Aphex. Yeah, it sucks. And they're even in the cover art. So yeah, Kodaka just making you think that all these characters that they have created are going to be important and that they're not going to die that quickly. Well, guess again. Anyway, thank you for watching this. For anyone who is watching this, I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a like, um, and consider subscribing if you want to follow along and see maybe other stuff in the future. Who knows? I'll see. Um, Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.